This is kind of starting to move into the government space. You're starting to see it on the online payment space. You're starting to see it in some of the service provider areas like Uber. And I think that's sort of the first sort of signs of something that's going to increase because it is very easy, because the quality of cameras inside of mobile devices have become very, very good. Mobile devices are pretty much ubiquitous amongst people these days. So that's going to, again, drive that desire to consume. But of course, this is going to open up some new concerns around the security of that authentication mechanism, because ultimately, you have a image. So the way these things are working from what I've seen so far is a secondary app in most cases installed on the mobile device that you open that app. It asks you to blink your eye, tilt your head left, take some number of, tilt your chin 45 degrees, things like that, to try to prevent replay attacks from well-known posted images on things like Facebook or other social media sites. But then what happens to that data? In some cases, it's stored on the user's mobile device, in which case you may have the question of, is that credential being stored on the device securely enough? Other times you have that facial recognition being stored on the service provider servers to be matched against that authoritative record, like in the DMV case. So there's some questions about really the implementation there and where the representation of what that authentication data comes into play. But you've already seen attackers starting to take on this as well. There's a banking Trojan that's kind of making the rounds right now called Ace Card. That it's an Android banking Trojan that actually not only asks users to enter in their card data, but then also asks their victim to take a photo of themselves holding their card, their payment card, under their chin for verification purposes. So at minimum, setting aside the concerns about the technical implementation of this type of authentication mechanism, we need to start educating our users about additional social engineering attacks that are going to be looking to capture this kind of data. This is going to be another type of thing that we're going to have to account for as part of that overall security awareness training from a corporate perspective, as well as kind of more broadly.